This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, here we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone here again, man. Shout out to all the viewers, subscribers, and the followers. Blessed day, everybody. Alright, so we have a couple of cricketing stories coming up that we want to share with you guys. Right, we see where reports are coming in that over 800 officers and SWAT team members have been ordered to protect the facilities that the West Indies female cricketers will be playing over there in Pakistan. So I'm going to read a little of that article. And we also have an article on the West Indies website where an interview by Akeal Hosein. It was done a couple days ago, but I didn't share it, so I'm going to give you a couple of lines out of that. And we also see where Hetmyer and his wife, they are planning to make some big donations over there in Guyana to a charity. Right? Last year, this time I covered a topic similar to this, where the Hetmyers, they were doing some donations. These are things that don't usually come in the cricketing media or in the news. So I'm just going to cover it so you guys can have an idea of what the two youngsters are doing. Right, and we might touch on the Ben Stokes issue a little bit also. But before we go down into all of that, let's just go ahead and get the golden rule out of the way, which is to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and drop a comment. Alright, so we're going to kick things off with Akeal Hosein. Right, and as I said, this interview was conducted a couple days ago after the South Africa game. So the article starts by saying West Indies left-arm spinner Akeal Hosein has been impressive in his 2 World Cup games. And they went on to say that, he was called up to replace Fabian Allen and thing. Now, it's a long article, so I'm just going to fast forward to the areas where Akeal Hosein is giving some direct quotes. Now, the first quote that he get that is here by the man is, it says, the energy in the field was good. The catch, it was just one of those days where you are in good rhythm and good spirits with good energy, and I made up my mind to go for it, and it stuck. Right? And we know he's talking about that ball and caught that he had, that excellent catch. You understand? And we know that, I think that was featured as the play of the day. Yeah, man, and we all see that he's the only one that is impressing us thus far in the T20 World Cup. Bowling, getting his 4 overs out of the way for just 20 odd runs and picking up wickets, being very good in the field also. So, we are looking for big things to come from Akeal. Akeal is also quoted as saying, my bowling has been okay. I wish it could have been much more to help the team get over the line. It's a tough position we are in, and every game going forward for us is going to be like a final. It's about putting the past behind us, and also learning from our mistakes and giving 100% on the field. Well, as I said, this interview was done right after the South Africa game. They came out and they won against Bangladesh. So, we are expecting that they are going to continue like that. But it's a strong possibility, Mr. Akeal was saying, that your dream to go deep in the T20 World Cup is now out. They still have a couple of games to play, but it's highly unlikely that they will qualify. But yeah, man, that is basically what I wanted to share as regards to Akeal Hosein. Not gonna go down into the rest of the article. Alright, so moving on to the information that I'm seeing on the Sportsmax website, where they are saying over 800 officers and SWAT teams, special forces assigned to protect Windies women for Pakistan tour. Boy, this seems as if if they are going in the middle of a war zone. The article starts off and says the West Indies women will be guarded by a massive security detail for their upcoming tour of Pakistan, with the total security team engaged for the tour expected to be above 800. Man, this is unprecedented. It goes on to say the West Indies women arrived on Monday ahead of their 3-match ODI series against the host. The tour is part of a reciprocal agreement after the regional team hosted Pakistan in the Caribbean earlier this year. And we all remember that tour. Right? The article also says international cricket returned to Pakistan in 2019 after a near 10-year absence following a deadly attack on the Sri Lanka cricket team in 2009. And we all know how that went down. So the West Indies females, they will be looking to play some cricket, and I guess they were assured that their safety will be priority. So I guess that is why we are seeing so many persons, so many SWAT teams and police and special force and all of that coming together to guard to guard them. So hopefully they will be able to perform, represent us well, perform freely, and then return home. All right, so the next story that I want to zoom in on, this one was posted on the Guyana Times from all the way back in October, right? October 24. And I had this saved, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. So I think I just go and squeeze it in, because when youngsters do well, we want to highlight them. Now, as I said, this one is coming from the Guyana Times. And it starts off by saying, during the past week, the Rosal Town Youth and Sports Club announced that Mr. and Mrs. Shemran Hetmyer have informed them that they will be supporting the 2021 Christmas charity program by making a significant contribution. And we know that last year, around about maybe this time, the Hetmyers, they made a couple of donations, for people struggling with the pandemic and thing. I think they also made some donation to a cricket club also. So we just want to highlight that, because Hetmyer from time to time is in the news, and sometimes not, the information that is out there might not be so good. They are always criticizing him. Well, myself, we are always criticizing him as regards to him not going out there and doing what is expected on the field. So little things like these, when we see them, we need to highlight them. I mean, I doubt Hetmyer is going to hear what we are seeing on this platform, but we still need to highlight them. So it's good to see Hetmyer and his wife, reaching out and helping out the less fortunate, because that is all there is to life, my viewers and subscribers. If you're in a better position, it's always good to reach out and help another person. So moving on to the final story, and this one is a bit overseas, right? We're going to be talking about the Ashes. Now, England, they are putting everything together to go to Australia because they want to come home with the Ashes, right? They want to win the series. And they are saying one key thing in this whole preparation is them trying to get Ben Stokes fit for the Ashes, because I can tell you, Ben Stokes, he has not been playing any cricket for a while, but if they're able to get him fit and firing, it will be very, very good for them. Right, so Joe Root is quoted as saying getting Ben Stokes ready for Test cricket, will be one of the main things that they need to achieve. You understand? Let me just read a couple of quotes here. Joe Root is saying he's been netting properly, can hit the balls properly again. You understand? So that is Stokes. One of the things that we are going to have to manage well is making sure that the workloads are up with the ball and hand, so apparently they want to make sure that he's getting in enough work before the Ashes. So they are not going to take time and try and wean him into the thing. They are going to turn up the workload in the training, in the net session, turn it up in the practice games to try and get him back to a competitive level. Because I can tell you, the Australia batsmen will be unforgiving over there. Not saying that England bowlers won't do well, but we see the likes of Marnus Lamachet scoring a whole lot of runs in the league that he's playing now. I think he got a century yesterday. You understand? So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good watch. So Ben Stokes, having Ben Stokes in cricket, it is good for the game. He's one of those exciting all-rounders that once you love cricket, you will want to see him play. You might be against him when he's going up against your team, but it's always very good to watch those type of cricketers that leave everything on the field. So that is basically it for this video, my viewers and subscribers. Hope you guys will appreciate the content, and will go ahead and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and make sure that you leave a like and also drop a comment. so I can know exactly what you are thinking. Big up on yourself. I'm out.